What a creature of an hour was he, was every man, in face of these grim walls that had stood enduring, immutable for generation after generation, for age after age. And then he smiled as he thought that these eternal realities of stone were all created by ephemeral man, that he, ephemeral man, was even now busied with schemes for their support, with anxieties lest they should fall and grind powder all below. Hello and welcome to Liam's Lyceum. I'm your host Liam, aka Himpar, and today I'll be doing a spoiler-free review of J. Meade Falkner's The Nebuly Coat. The Nebuly Coat is a 1903 novel by J. Meade Falkner. It is about Edward Wistray, who is a young architect come to Cologne, a small town reduced in stature as it was once on the coast but no longer is. He is there to oversee the restoration of the minster. It is a fictional town, just heads up. A mystery unfolds around a death and the claim to the title of Lord Blandomir, of which the coat of arms has a nebulae pattern the title of the book is named for. This coat is in the minster's transept window. Inspired by Falkner's exposure to the Durham Cathedral, as well as likely the collapse of the Chichester Cathedral Central Tower in 1861, the book takes place in the 1860s. Fears arise from the rotting floor and the fear of the dead in the crypt, poisoning the living, the leaking roof, and decaying fabric. But worse, the arch never sleeps. The central tower is too heavy for the building and has been shifting over the years. The problem is, no one believes the architect. The mid-19th century was known for mid-Victorian restoration projects and aging medieval churches, more focused than that is the focus on small-town people, ordinary folk and their generational histories, grudges and tragedies. It's a moody and cerebral work that is heavily atmospheric. We get into secrets and the weight of bearing them, like the church bearing the tower, and while it feels like the supernatural is on the edges, it never shows its face and is separated from the Gothic and more firmly stands in realism. It is nicely not about aristocracy, and also nicely not about small-town people that are simple and stupid, or even evil. They have faults, but their variety and depth of characters is really well done, I feel like, for the time. Plus, it is pretty much a suspense novel, and it builds a greater pressure with a satisfying plot throughout. I think a look at history, and as Eleanor Parker points out, the violence and greed of the dissolution of the monasteries kind of plays a role here too, which is a very devastating point in history, I feel like. It does have some cheek as well throughout. In this case, here's an ironic example. I quote, "Had he been the hero of a novel?" Anyways, Liam from Liam's Lyceum. I'll catch you next time.